Giachinta, Xavier Moss, and Jeremy Timpf. Players for the questions, please state your name and organization, and which player the question is for. You want to start, Charles?
Yes. Is this on? Oh, I'm sorry. This is either for Jeremy or Xavier. Duke had roughly about 458 yards in total offense. Did they do anything differently than what you practiced for or anticipated this week?
Yeah, they came out with a couple of new things. I mean, there's really no excuse for us giving up yards like that. Give credit to Duke, they were very physical, and they came out and they ran their new stuff very well, and we just didn't fit it up right. We had a lot of misfits on defense, and led to a lot of big games.
Go ahead, Ken.
Just as Ken Kreitzer, Sons of American Legion Radio. Just for Matt, just you thought it was tough handling the ball in the beginning, especially when Ahmad went in. He had trouble with his pitch out today. What were your thoughts on that?
I think it's a problem we've had the last 2 weeks. You can look back and really say that's one of our biggest problems right now. But it just comes down to executing better. It's something we practice all week, and I mean, when it comes to game time, it's not any different than when we practice it. So we just got to do a better job of really focusing in. We run plays like that where we are pitching the ball and whatnot. So I mean, we really just got to keep working on that, because right now that's our biggest problem.
Just as Jeremy, it looked like they were using a lot of spread offense, passing over the middle. It looked like you and Andrew were dropping back in pass coverage a lot. How did your game plan on defense work, do you feel, against that spread offense?
I mean, they've ran the ball, I think, a lot heavier than, or a lot heavy in the first quarter and the first half. So we kind of were sucked towards the line and let them dump some passes behind us. And they did a good job pulling some guys and making it look like run. They kind of sucked us up in the coverage, and that left a couple seams in the middle.
Go ahead, Rob.
It seemed like Cirque was sometimes running when he thought he was going to be throwing when he thought he was not going to be running. Was he throwing you guys off a bit?
I don't think he was throwing us off a little bit. He ran the ball a lot more than we thought he was. They did a lot more QB draws than we expected, but once again, we just misfit. We didn't really fit as well as we should have. So a lot of errors on defense.
Go ahead, Sal.
Matt, pretty big game for the program after Penn State last week, and another tough opponent. Their defense, just talk about, what did they do to slow down the running game against you guys?
I think the frustrating part is that they really didn't do anything that we didn't practice against. We knew what kind of stunts they were going to run. We saw the Georgia Tech tape and really keyed in on that. So the most frustrating part on offense is that we just didn't execute the way we practiced all week. I think we just got to do a better job of that. And it was a very frustrating game on offense.
Do you feel like you just gave them too much with the fumbles and moving backwards instead of?
Whenever you have a negative yardage play like that or handing the ball, I mean, that's really detrimental to our offense. We're putting ourselves in long yard situations. So, I mean, we really got to cut down on that kind of stuff, because that's not our game. We got to stay on schedule, get positive yardage every play, and give us a chance to use the strengths of our offense when we can.
Matt, AJ started, presumably he was going to stay in the game and got hurt. When he left and Ahmad came back, did it throw you off a little bit, like we've prepared with AJ and now we got?
I think both are very capable quarterbacks for us. I mean, Ahmad going in for AJ, I don't think it changed anything. We're confident in both of them, and either one of them could have easily lead us to victory for any game we play. So, I mean, I think everyone on offense is confident with either one of them. So I didn't think that's a factor when they change roles like that.
Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, I was just going to ask Matt, you started to get some momentum on offense in the third quarter. You know, Joe Walker had a 32-yard run, and Drew Harris had a run, and you had a completion to Kelvin White. Then you got on the goal line. You ran first down, and then it was the third down play that Ahmad got hit and caused a fumble. What was that sequence like?
I mean, it's definitely frustrating to be able to get it down to the 2-yard line on a great drive like that, and on 3 downs not be able to move it the length of, 2 yards or whatever it was. So, I mean, I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and look on film what actually happened, but it's very frustrating to not be able to get those 2 yards that we need to get us back in the game. So, I mean, that stop right there was a big deal for us, and we got to do a better job when we get in those situations.
Xavier, protecting against surf, what was that like?
I thought they did a great job of just disguising everything they were doing. The linemen, like Jeremy said, were just pulling and kind of making it on the passes. Sometimes we were getting sucked up to the run. They were getting little dump passes, and then the QB draws. Those are obviously kind of hard to defend against the empty. But I thought they did a great job, and they have some great guys and great coaching.
You okay with the players? Go ahead, Ken.
Just ask the two captains, Jeremy or Matt, just how do you talk to your teammates after a tough loss like this?
I mean, this is definitely a tough one. We have to really just regroup as a team. I think the biggest thing is don't point fingers. We all got to work on our different things, and you know, each position group has their own things that they need to work on. So I think the biggest thing is take whatever positive we can away from this game. You know, the 4 games before that we were playing, or 4 or 5 games before that we were playing well. So I mean, we just got to regroup, don't point fingers, and just keep working. I mean, we'll get there.
Okay, we'll be back with Coach Monken in a couple minutes. Thanks, guys.